I am going to show you how I string this necklace, and it's made up of beads that I just made, and these are all handmade glass beads. You will not see them anywhere else. They're very cool. And the base is a black glass, and the scrolls are made of it's a glass called raku, and it's pretty cool. So let's get started. I will go find my string. All right, here are the supplies that I will use. I'm going to use a heavy duty beading wire by Softflex. It's 0.024 inches, which is tiny, but it's 49 strands, and it's good and strong. My tools are a cutter, a round nose, and here's the little crimp tool that I use. Yeah, there's the gold fill ones. I think that one's maybe copper, but they're really teeny tiny. And those should work. They have a little bigger hole than your regular crimp beads. And we will also use a crimp cover. Okay, we're going to begin by cutting our cord first. And I get a good amount, a lot of extra. And I'll cut that off. And I like to start with the focal bead first. And you can see, yeah, they're easier said than done, right? You gotta make sure this is good and straight to go all the way through. There we go. And this is like my focal. Let's see, we're gonna do this. And I'm going to put, these are a smaller, a mini-me of my big beads. So I'll put that there. I am going to straighten the wire out again. Oh, these things are such a challenge. Okay. And then we're going to put another one of the minis, and then a pattern bead. And this particular piece is going to a gallery in Yachats, Oregon. It's called Earthworks. Absolutely fabulous gallery. I love being in there. They just have my jewelry, nothing else. And everything else can be found at my gallery in Seal Rock, and it's called Dancing Coyote. All right, I think this one. If you're liking what you're seeing and would like to support me, please subscribe. I really appreciate all my subscribers. And I will be offering a free download, digital download. I haven't quite finished designing it yet, but, oh, wrong one. It will be free, and it will be something to inspire you to create art. Okay, so those are all on there. Now comes the trickiest part. This is for the woman that has everything. And the cool thing about blown beads is they're quite light, so you don't have all that weight around your neck, and that's something I really appreciate. Okay, so we've got that fancy bead in between each one, and now I'm going to, let's see, what have we got here? I'm looking at these black beads. I'm going to put a plain black one there. And it's always good to lay it out and get a good feel for it as you're designing it. I usually lay it out on a tray like this, It's called a multi-strand bead design board. I think I will put a smaller glass bead. And these are all beads that I've made. Can you believe that? I've got to be crazy, right? Make this many beads. These are all handmade beads. Now all I'm using is the glass beads. I'm not putting in any spacers between them. I kind of like the look of just the glass beads. And glass is cold when you first put it on, sort of like putting on rock necklaces. And then it warms up as you wear it. And this particular type of blown bead, the glass is quite thick, so it's not going to break real easy. All right, now I got to figure out what I'm going to do here, because we want it to, okay, so right now we are at 14 inches and I need another 3 inches on either side, and I don't have enough glass beads made, so well, got this one on. Now I'm going to do this side. And first I need to make sure this is all going to work. So here's a crimp. And I usually put small beads here because you need small beads at the other side of the bar, like so. And what's going to happen, this will probably not work because it needs some small beads there. So I gotta find some beads which have a larger hole, because the black beads that I have here, these guys, the hole is too small. So I'll be back. What I'm going to do is string this necklace, well, bracelet or necklace, I'm not sure which it is yet, but we'll see as we go along. And it's similar to the necklace I did yesterday, and the one I did yesterday, what happened was I had to restring it on a thinner line, and so that was fun. So this is on medium bead wire. I'm not going to put any spacers. It's just going to be all my glass beads and a couple of, well, actually 3. These are Thai silver, and they're just gorgeous. So I'm putting the beads on, quick as a bunny. You can time me. Let's get this one on here. Okay. And these are all plain black beads, and then there's about 3 raku beads. And let's see here. Got that one on nice and easy peasy. Don't like that one so much. We'll do this one. Okay, let's check it. My wrist is always the gauge. Ooh. Okay, I guess it's going to be a bracelet, guys. And I'm going to put a clasp on it. So I'm going to put one of these jump rings. These are stainless steel, and I like them the best because they're more secure and you're not going to lose your piece. All right, there's our teeny tiny crimp beads. Let's start with this side, and I'm going to put the crimp bead on like so. Don't look at my awful nails. And run the loop through. I'm not doing anything fancy on this one, but this is basically how you do it. Slide your crimp up there. Make sure you have some wiggle room. And I smashed it down. Now what I'm going to do is put a cover on there. Silver covers. You can just go like this. And then I use my crimp tool, just kind of close it up gently. Don't smash it. Just go real slow. And there it is. That was perfectly good. And then what I like to do is I run it back through a couple of beads. And then I cut it off, like so. Make sure you don't cut the wrong wire. I have done that numerous times. Okay, so when you're sizing it for yourself, make sure it's going to fit. You're going to have this extra space there. Now, if you want to, if you make your bracelet and it's too short, you can, the beauty of these is you can add more rings right here. So you can add a few more rings and that makes it bigger. So that's a good convenient thing. I might just add some on anyways in case somebody wants to buy it that has a larger wrist than me. But okay, let's see. Put the, oh devil, he's gone down inside the hole. We don't want him in there. Okay, I'm gonna have to put a little bead there. Just stop it from going inside the hole. There. So put my crimp tube on. And then I'm going to grab the clasp. These clasps are the best. And they're very easy to do up. And then I'm going to run the wire back through a couple of beads. Pull it out. See that? Oh shoot, I missed the crimp. Duh. This is good. You're seeing mistakes being made. Okay, take it out. This is always, the second one is always the hardest to do because you've got to tighten everything down. All right, so I'm running it through. There we go. So tighten it a little bit. Make sure it's all together. You don't have any big gaps. And once you get it on, you can slide that crimp tube a little bit. Just kind of manipulate it, but make sure you leave some movement in here, otherwise it will wear off and break. We don't want that. Now, take your crimp tool. This particular one, you just smash it, and then I go back in and round it out. Oh dear. Well, I don't know what happened there. Okay. I'm going to have to add an extra bead. And I will show you how to do that. Okay. Check it. Make sure it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to put the crimp tube over top. Not crimp tube. Crimp cover. And I use a smaller one or a large one? Okay. I think I want a smaller one better. This one's too big. All right. Now, these little buggers are so hard to handle because they're so tiny. Okay. I'm going to slowly close this a little bit at a time. You kind of mess around with it. They probably have a tool how to do this, but I just don't happen to have that magic tool. Oh, shoot. Well, I kind of mangled that up. Well, you get the drift. I'm not going to mess with this anymore. So there we go. We have a matching set. How great is that? Oops. And you can see what I did here. I made a little drop with a piece of sterling silver head pin and attached it to here so that will look nice from the back. How cool is that? That's very cool. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry about the voice problem. I still have a cold. Anyways, go create some art and subscribe. Thanks for watching.